What should I do if I suspect I have an employee with a problem with alcohol? Hi everyone, I'm Coach David J. Greer, and today I want to talk to you about employees and, the possibility of them having a problem with alcohol or drugs. And I'm talking to you as the business owner, as a CEO, and what it is that you should do. First, I want you to remember that this is a mental health issue, not a moral issue. This is not a failing of your employee. They are under the influence of one of the most powerful drugs on the planet. And I encourage you to have compassion and understanding to begin with. Next, I'd like you to think about what is your corporate policy and your own thoughts about the use of alcohol or drugs in your workplace, and how does that fit in with your culture? Do you have clear expectations for all employees and for yourself about drinking on the job or showing up drunk on the job? Have you communicated that to your employees? When you hire new people, do you make sure that the orientation for those new employees are clear on your expectations around that? The next thing I want you to think about is that dealing with an employee with an alcohol problem or a substance abuse problem is really the same as dealing with any employee who's having a performance problem. So if Joe misses 10 Mondays in a row, if Sue consistently misses deadlines or says she's going to do something this afternoon and then doesn't do it, what would you do for an employee who doesn't have some kind of alcohol or substance abuse problem? And my belief is that you need to sit down with them and communicate clearly your expectations. And then you need to ask them if there's anything they need to meet those expectations, and then to hold them accountable to those expectations. And because this employees you're dealing with, you will want to make sure that you make a note in your file that you've had this conversation and that you're setting what the expectations are that you are setting. And then at the end of the day, you need to hold the person accountable, up to and including letting them go if they are not able to meet those expectations, just as you would for any other employee who's not meeting your expectations. Remember, we deal with alcohol, cunning, baffling, powerful. You can be curious with your employee and ask them what's going on. And for most, they will probably still be in denial. They could very well be in denial themselves and not think that they have a problem. I certainly went many, many years without admitting to myself that I had a problem with alcohol. So do your best to be curious, but know that they might not be ready for that. And then finally, I want you to hold out hope to any employee that has a problem. There are solutions out there. Recovery is possible. Sadly, recovery is for those of us who want it, not for those of us who need it. So no matter how much you would like to help your employee and see them get sober, I applaud you for that, but know that you still are going to have to hold them accountable, and you might have to let them go. And that might actually be the thing that sets them on their journey to admitting they have a problem and seeking help for themselves. At the end of the day, have compassion. This is one of the most common mental health issues that we need to deal with, and alcohol is one of the most potent drugs on the planet. And finally, I just want you to remember that all of the employees in your company are watching you, so that if you are not fair and set expectations for one employee, other people are going to notice, and they might not perform as well, or they might question why you are treating one employee different than another. If you have any questions, or you're wondering about it, or would like some help, give me a call, send me an email, and we'll set up a time where we can talk together. Here's my promise to entrepreneurs. Spend 1 hour with me and you will have 3 ideas that will accelerate your business in 90 days. What are you waiting for? I'm Coach David J. Greer. You can learn more on my website, coachdjgreer.com. And if you're stuck, just call me, 604-721-5732.